Hey, my name's Asha, and this is how to be a leader. Now, first things first, a leader is somebody who facilitates effective instruction in a group of more than 3 people. And they have various tasks or roles throughout the group process. So from beginning to end, they have different roles. So we're going to start with the beginning. So at the very beginning of a process, a leader is there to help members get acquainted with one another, whether this is by providing food and drink or by doing icebreakers. They set the stage for an open atmosphere and a healthy working atmosphere between group members. Now, the second thing they do is they set the goals for future meetings based on the desired outcomes of the entire process itself. And then the last thing they do is they set ground rules. Now, these ground rules are very important. They are the expectations of themselves, but also of other group members. Now, the next phase is the middle phase, and this is probably what leaders are most known for because it's the phase in which most discussion is initiated. So leaders will set the topic of the discussion based off of goals set in the beginning. They will make sure that members are keeping to these topics and not going on tangents. They have to keep an eye out for the interpersonal dynamics to make sure people are being respectful towards each other and critiquing opinions rather than personalities. And finally, they have to make sure that everybody in the group has a say. So if there's a member who is being overshadowed or is just simply not talking as much, they are the ones who are there to prompt further discussion. In the final stages of group work, or even at the final stages of a specific meeting, a leader is there to summarize and to conclude. And if it is at the end of a meeting, then a follow-up meeting is made. Now, the next part of this video is going to be giving you tips on how you can facilitate what I've just explained, essentially. So going back to what I said beforehand about leading a discussion in a manner that keeps group members on track, one method I found that is very useful is called the parking lot. Now, this parking lot is just a fancy way of saying writing down ideas that are not strictly on topic but are worth exploring. So instead of dismissing them and then thinking later, oh, actually that was a good idea, but I don't know how to develop on that, you write it down and then you continue with your set goal. Now, the next tip is think time, and this is crucial because not everybody comes up with ideas just off the top of their heads. People need time to think, and this will help ideas to develop. Now, the third tip is know your outcomes, and this will certainly help in terms of keeping your members on track. If you know your outcomes, then you know the topic you're supposed to stick with. The fourth tip is a bit more interpersonal, and that's give recognition when it's deserved, because nobody likes a tyrant. And finally, and possibly most obviously, is be open to other people's ideas, because you may have preconceived ideas of what you think a product or an end goal should look like. However, an end goal is best when it has been reflected against others' opinions or built on by others' opinions. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. And if you would like to read up further, I suggest you go to our resources section. Take care.